Hello YouTube, this is OJ Cubing, and today we're going to be having a look at my blind cube. Now, as you might be able to tell, when I say blind cube, I don't mean my blindfolded main. This is a cube that you can solve even if you're blind, and so as you can see, each face has a different texture on it. And I just made this quite easily out of Milliput. If you want to see what Milliput is, it's basically what I use for all of my shape modifications, and I've got a whole video on it if you want to have a look at that. But yeah, as you can see, I just made some big circles on the yellow face, little circles on the white face, some equal signs on the green, some O's on the blue, some X's on the orange, and some lines on the red. I'm actually really happy with how most of this turned out, although the X's are kind of hard to feel, and also you can see that one part of it overlaps the other, which is a little bit annoying, but it's not too bad. I can kind of feel it anyway. That you can solve this puzzle entirely blindfolded. One thing that is different about it is you can have things like center rotation, so like this one here, you know, is obviously not rotated the right way. It's quite easy to fix, and it's kind of annoying. I couldn't really think of any other patterns that I could put on the faces that would be distinguishable enough. And also, all of them have 180-degree symmetry, so they're the same this way around as that way. First, I'm going to show you me doing this like a 3x3 whilst blindfolded, and then we're going to move on to some blind, which I've never tried before. I'm really excited to get into. Okay, let's give it a go. Blindfold on first, which is quite weird. I guess I'll give myself some inspection. White sides here, I'm going to do white cross because I'm basic. That's probably all the inspection I'm going to get, so... Okay. Really hard to find pieces on this, surprisingly. And that should be cross done. This is blue and orange. That's blue and orange there. Not find where the blue slot is. Back here. That should be the first pair inserted. It feels like it. Second pair inserted. Third pair. And fourth pair. Yep, so that should be F2L all done. Now, OL is kind of easy, hopefully. Because it's just all the flat bits, so that's a lightning bolt, and then there we go, all flat on top. Okay, so these two are both red, so I know I've got adjacent, and then this is not an opposite colour, so I search for a bar here, search for a bar here. I got a bar there, so it means I've got an R pen. And then equals is over here. This needs to be rotated, as does this. And there we go. Solved. Pretty easy. Next one's going to be a bit more challenging. Alright then, let's scramble up. Okay. So obviously, going to put the blindfold on now. And when I get the cube off the top, I need to be careful because I need to make sure I know which orientation it's in. So let's start. So it's green and red. So I need to do Z prime Y. Okay, corner now. So that's yellow and orange and blue, so that's C. And then here we've got orange, green, white, which is H, and so on. So, okay, that's corner memo done. Now let's move on to edges. I don't think I've got any flipped edges, but it's quite hard to tell. So let's just review memo quickly. Okay, so I'm going to essentially put the blindfold on by swapping this cube over like that. We had Z prime Y. We can start executing. So And there we go, all solved. That wasn't too difficult actually. Once you got on the memo down, which was a lot of just sort of feeling around and trying to work out what's going on. But once you got that, and then the memo stored in your head, so the execution is actually just like a normal 3-line solve. So yeah, that's pretty good. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. This cube is actually really fun to make as well as to solve. I actually have a friend who is visually impaired, and that's why I made this cube. He gave me the inspiration, and he absolutely hates it because he can still see slightly, so the colours are just so much easier than looking at, you know, trying to feel around all the time. But in a competition, if you got someone who is completely blind, this is the sort of cube they would use, although probably a bit more even than not made, so scrappily sort of thing. And when they do blindfolded, that is actually how they do it, with the 2 cubes scrambled in the same way. And I think it's really fun. It was really good fun to try out. And again, make it if you have some milliput around or just some modelling clay or something. This is really easy to make. You don't have to copy my scheme. Here it is again if you haven't seen it. But you know, come up with your own scheme. Come up with something better than this cross, because this cross is bad. And come up with things that are memorable and easy to feel. And if you notice, I've got things that are similar opposite each other. So like a line and a cross, big dot, small dot, then equals and So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.